Welcome back to another AFL Fantasy video, and in this video I'll be talking about the players you should avoid starting in your AFL Fantasy side in 2020. Now this is my opinion, so some of these players will be debatable and you may not agree, but that's okay. Just let me know down in the comments who you think should be in the list and who you think shouldn't be on this list. So if you do enjoy the video, please subscribe, please leave a comment down below and like the video as well. But without further ado, we'll get into the video. So the first player we've got Isaac Heaney, pretty obvious one, interrupted preseason this year. Longmire said he's going to be playing mostly forward with a bit of midfield, or a midfield split of about 50-50. So 6% ownership. I just don't think he's a viable option. I don't think he's going to reach his price point. There's better value options out there, and I don't think you should start him this year. Toby Greene's the next one on the list. Obviously, he played a lot of midfield throughout the last part of last year, resulting in some big scoring, so he's priced in the high 90s. I don't think he's going to be getting anywhere near that this year with the amount of midfield depth that the Giants have. 7.4% ownership. Sorry about that. 7.4% ownership. He's going to be playing mostly forward, with maybe a little bit of mid-time with Callum Ward and Tim Taranto out, but I don't see it enough to be reaching that high price point. So I don't think he's a viable option for your starting side this year. Again, up for debate. We'll have to see his role in the Marsh Series, in the next Marsh Series game with their full strength team, but I just don't think he's a great option for your side this year. Moving on, we've got Jake Lloyd, another one that's a bit debatable, 26.2% ownership. He's a guy that's priced at 107, I think it is. So he's priced pretty much fully. Sorry about that. Obviously, he was very good last year, especially at the start of the year, averaging about 120. So, yeah, look, I don't see him going 107 again. Jordan Dawson showed in the last half of last year that he steals his points when he's in that role. Dawson looks to be playing that role again, so I don't think that Lloyd's going to be getting in that 100 range. I think he'll be high 90s at very best this year. He's going to be Rory Laird, similar to Rory Laird last year, I think. Scoring wise anyway, so I don't think he's the best option for your side, and therefore I don't reckon you should start him. And although he will be a great upgrade option during the year, but by then he would have lost about however much money it is to where he's averaging. So I don't think he's going to go 100 plus again. I think he's going to be high 90s, and I think he's a great upgrade target, but I would avoid him. I would avoid starting him just with Jordan Dawson in the side. Then Max King, this is a bit of a debatable one, as he is 46% owned on the bench mostly, and if you do own him, then that's where he needs to be, because this guy is not going to score anything more than 40. He's going to average around the low 40s at best. He's a key forward, a young key forward at that. I don't think he's going to be scoring very well, or it's pretty obvious he's not going to be scoring very well. So I just think, I don't know why everyone is so thing about him. I know his job security is going to be really good, but we saw with Chris Burgess last year what happened. Everyone picked him for the job security, and he was just a waste of a spot on your benches there. So I really think that may happen with Max King. Obviously, Max King is a lot better player than Chris Burgess is, but I can't start him unless there is absolutely no options, and it does look pretty slim pickings at the moment, but I just don't see Max King being a very viable option. He's not going to make you hardly any cash, if any at all. So he's going to score 20s at some games. He may even he may push some scores up in the 60s and 70s. But look, for the most part, he's going to be scoring your 40s and 30s. So I just don't think that's worth having on the bench. I think if there's any other options, you've got to go with those options. But if he's the only one left, then I can see why. Or if you're paying up for job security, or if you're not paying up because he's 170k, but if you're looking for job security, then look, he's a great pick for job security's sake. But so was Chris Burgess last year, and look where that got us. So I didn't pick Chris Burgess last year, and I'm not picking Max King this year, and I don't think you should either. And then the last player on the list, Dusty Martin. Now, Dusty's playing a lot of forward time in the apologies again. He's playing a lot of forward time in the intra clubs, and I think he will in the practice game in the Marsh Series as well. 36.8% owned. That was a fair bit higher a few weeks back, but all the value forward options are popping up here and there. So I don't think Dusty's one to start. He's priced at 97. I don't see him reaching that average. I think he's much more of an upgrade target. You will definitely need him in your team at some point, but I think that'll be further down the track when he may be getting a bit more midfield time heading into the finals, getting him prepared and cherry ripe for the final series. Historically, he's a bit of a slower starter, so he's not going to reach his price point. I don't think he'll be low 90s in the first half of the year, I reckon. And we saw what he did last year as well in the first half of the year. It wasn't a prominent scorer at all. So he is the number one tag target as well. So he will get all the attention from the opposition taggers. And yeah, I just don't see him as a great starting option. Definitely one that you'll need in your team by the end of the year. But yeah, I'd just keep him as an upgrade target rather than a starting option in your squad. So that's the video. Thanks for watching. If you did like the video, then definitely subscribe for more AFL fantasy content in the future, and leave a comment down below who you think should or shouldn't be on this list. Thank you for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Cheers.